September 2nd, Monday, Luke 4:16 to 30. A priest was building a new church. He appealed for funds. One day, to his great surprise, he received a rather generous check. "Wonderful! God bless you, my son," said the pastor. But when he examined the check carefully, he discovered that it was not signed by the donor. So the pastor called him and said, "But the check does not have your signature on it." The so-called generous donor replied, "When I do good, I like to remain anonymous." In today's gospel, we see Jesus boldly proclaiming who he is and what his mission is all about. He does not want to remain anonymous. When Jesus was in the synagogue of his hometown of Nazareth, he stood up to read. He read this passage from Isaiah. "The Spirit of God is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring glad tidings to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, and to proclaim a year that is acceptable to the Lord." Then he rolled up the scroll and stated, "Today this passage is fulfilled in your hearing." These are gracious words that came from the mouth of Jesus. It is his intention to give grace to the poor, the captives, the blind, the oppressed, and to unite back the people to his Father. Jesus also said that these gracious words are fulfilled today in our hearing. They are fulfilled today, not tomorrow. They are accomplished in our hearing, meaning as we listen. Yet, even as Jesus speaks, the people were raising their eyebrows and began to murmur, "Where and how did an ordinary carpenter get his wisdom? Let him show us his power." Jesus knew the people were sneering at him, so he told them the truth about their lack of honor for him. So they got furious and tried to drive him down the precipice. Two important lessons from the gospel passage we can see. First, if we acknowledge that in some ways we are poor, captive, blind, and oppressed, then the mission of Jesus is for us. We need him to liberate us or to set us free from the effects of sin that separate us from our Father in heaven. It is important, therefore, that we listen to him in order to fulfill his mission in our life. Second, the people during the time of Jesus are not much different from us. We too reject many messengers of God because of our biases and prejudices. More often than not, we tend to listen to a person we do not know than a person familiar to us, like our kinsmen or relatives. Dear friends, it does not occur to us that anyone can be used by God to give us the good news of salvation. In the words of Desiderata, Listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Wishing you a good day, Father Paul, CSSR from Kerala.